This sucks, man. I know it's kind of weird, but I was kind of hoping the Leafs would help the Sens make the playoffs.
Why would you want that?
I don't know, man. Just something new, you know?
Dude, the Leafs have never helped the Sens when it comes to the playoffs, and they're always making the Bruins feel better about themselves. When you're this bad, you should just stick with what you know.
Woo! Are
you just gonna get hammered? Get me a toaster. Magic Angel Robot from Winnipeg!
What the hell are you talking about?
This team is ruining my life!
Leafs half win, 2-1 in the shootout to the Boston Bruins. Worst possible scenario, right? They get a point and they still lose and they help the Bruins. Like, I was down for the Leafs to just go for it. I was down for them winning this game, which I should point out is probably why they lost. Instead, what happens? They improve a point in the standings anyway and they lose. The Leafs were getting outshot to hell, losing to Boston. Reimer was doing his best to bail him out and we were all yelling about Rob Ford yesterday. Is this 2013? Actually, no, it's 2015. Let me tell you about some key differences I noticed. 1, the Leafs weren't losing to the Bruins in the playoffs. They were losing, helping the Bruins get into the playoffs. It's very similar, I know. 2, this current Leafs team is intentionally this bad. They sold at the trade deadline, got rid of a bunch of valuable players for picks, whereas Randy Carlyle's teams were just bad because he was a silly goose playing Colton Orr and Fraser McLaren instead of Leo Komarov and Clark MacArthur. 3, once upon a time, James Reimer had this thing called goal support. Anyway, only bright spot of the game is James Reimer stopping 50 of 51 shots! Holy crap! And also, I hope for a speedy recovery for Trevor Smith. That was scary. Because you look at the hit and you go, oh, did Trevor Smith like smash his head on the glass or something? And then you remember that the ice, the actual playing surface that the players fly around on is like a rock. So I hope he's okay. Now, let's go to Twitter for the Anything But Leafs segment. This is where we talk about anything but the Leafs, and we start with Leah Flame, who wants me to talk about the Flames and how incredible they are this season. Look, dude, holy crap. They've been so exciting to watch. In a way, they remind me of the Leafs of a couple years ago. I think they're better than the Leafs of a couple years ago, but also they're winning because of voodoo. They're winning because of crazy shooting percentage, and they're just getting outshot a lot and winning a lot. It's just a lot of fun. It's fun, you know? And people go, oh, well, if you don't like it, or if you like advanced stats, it takes the fun out of the game. No! Because I know they're the underdog, it makes it so much more fun when they win. From OC_11, what are your thoughts on bacon? Often. From Winged Wheel 55, reasons why Wings are bad in the shootout. Their record is 4-10. I don't know, dude. The shootout is voodoo. Seriously, the Leafs were such a bad team at it for so long, and then all you really need is 2 or 3 guys to get hot, really 2, to get hot, and your goalie to stop a decent amount of the shots, and it could be the difference between you going 2-12 and 12-2. The Devils a couple years ago were, I think, the 4th or 5th best Corsi team, the possession team, in the entire NHL. They didn't win a single shootout game all season. Should have made the playoffs, but they didn't. The shootout's voodoo. From Brian Neal, how do you still have the ... gumption to do these videos? Dude, I apologize. I apologize to everybody who's been watching these videos for so long. I apologize to everyone who's been watching all these videos all season long. I apologize if you just started watching them, because I clearly do not have the same joy, like, over the last few weeks that I did at the beginning of the season. They sucked it out of me, dude! Ah! It's difficult. See, look, I yelled. I don't yell in these videos anymore. I don't know, man. I'm glad I have an outlet. I can talk about, put it this way, I cannot wait to stop talking about this season's Toronto Maple Leafs. The draft lottery, cool. The draft, cool. Free agency, cool. If the Leafs make some sort of signing, cool. The games, I can't do it. They don't mean anything. It's hard. I can't wait to talk about the playoffs. I can't wait to talk about a whole bunch of things. I cannot wait to stop talking about the 2014-15 Toronto Maple Leafs. And sorry, to directly answer your question, because I like you guys. I like you. This next one comes from Max Rosner. This is a good one. If the Bruins make the playoffs, do you consider them a real contender? Yes, Max. And here's why. Any team that makes the playoffs is a contender, especially this year. Look at the playoff race. The Penguins might miss the playoffs. The Red Wings might miss the playoffs. The Kings might miss the playoffs. The Jets, the Flames, the Bruins, the Sens. There's so many teams, so many spots up in the air, and I wouldn't be surprised if any of those teams went on to magically win it. And then you got the top teams there, the Blues, the Ducks, the Blackhawks, who don't even have Patrick Kane right now. The Lightning, what are the Habs going to do? It's just ridiculous. I'm not betting this year. From That's Gotta Hurdle, LOL. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck? I'm going to go with 100 duck-sized horses, because I feel like, I don't know, I could take out like a bunch in like fell swoops, like big soccer kicks, but like, imagine a horse-sized duck just pecking at you, and you're like, oh my god. It would have the size and power of a horse with the lack of humanity of a bird. I don't know, there's something about mammals where a lot of them just go like, alright, you're cool, I won. Birds would just peck you until you're dead and then probably eat you. A horse isn't gonna eat you. From K the Rupp, USA winning the Women's World Championship. I'm upset that the USA won the Women's World Championship because that means Canada did not. But that was a very exciting game. 12 goals, I think, 7-5. That's huge. And what I liked is after the game, Hillary Knight was just Snapchatting all of her team's celebrations. So I got a kick out of that, even though the wrong team won. From Sorensen_Andy, does Edmonton somehow win another #1 pick? No, they will not win the #1 pick. At least I hope not. I hope they're forced to actually make a good decision for a change. From Dumurf2, when will Adam change his Twitter picture? I assume you're referring to Adam Wilde. I tell you what, guys, make Adam a new Twitter picture and send it to him and just be like, hey man, this is for you if you want to use it. And get, you know, creative. Ooh, I'm gonna end on this one because I could get beat up for it. Ryshack33. Is it right for a Leafs fan to jump to the Habs in the playoffs? Please say no. Do it! Do it! It's fine. Cheer for the Habs. I don't really care. You know what? Who am I? Who is anybody to tell you not to pursue happiness? Am I right? You know what? I know you're a Leaf fan. You're a Leaf fan through and through. You'll come back. You'll come back. But they've been making you miserable for so long. Go out and find some happiness with the Habs. Happiness! I hope they don't let you down, though. They might. Alright, I'm sorry I couldn't get to every question. There were a lot. Thank you very much. You guys make these videos interesting. You give me the gumption to continue. So thank you. Let's ride out the rest of the season. Let's have fun with it. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. And I will see you in game 80.